Okay, last class we have gone through the introduction about Pega rules, process, command environment, how to start up, login, and shutdown. After that, we were discussing about framework application and implementation application. I told you about operator ID, just as a high level. What is operator ID? It's just to log into PRPC environment. You want to log into PRPC environment, you'll be using one user ID that is called as operator ID. Okay, and operator is the person who is going to log into PRPC to access its applications. Okay, next we are going to discuss about framework, and we were discussing about framework and implementation application. So framework application is the one where we place the common features of entire business, the common functional components which we want to access across entire business application, that you will be placing inside framework application. If it is only specific to one line of business, then you are going to place that component into implementation application. It depends on business, how the business operates. This functional component is required at all LOBs, all lines of business. Then you're going to place this in framework. If this functional component is specific to only one implementation, then you're going to place it in specific implementation. Understand? It depends on the business. So you are a developer, you are a technical guy, but you should also learn the business. A technical person should have technical knowledge as well as business knowledge. You should know the business structure. Okay, what are the levels available in business? The structure, when you know, then only you will be able to apply your technology to make it matching to the real business. Your technology application should exactly match with the real world business. When it is matching, then only it's useful. If real business is a different structure, technology application is different structure, means that doesn't make any sense. What you have structured physically, same should be made digitally. Okay, that's what very important. So as a developer, you are not only going to focus on learning and understanding the technical aspects, but also the business and project, the business structure as well as the project. Okay, everyone clear? Following everyone, online students? Okay, so look at here now. See, I've told you one example, loan processing. If loan processing is a business application, which is a framework, there are different LOBs: personal loan, business loan, education loan, home loan, auto loan, like this. There are different LOBs. You can take any business example, that's up to you. Okay, so where if you want to create common functional components, then you can create in the framework. Specific functional components, then you can create in the implementation. The functional components which are common across all implementation should be placed in framework. The functional components which are specific to LOB should be placed in implementation. That's what we have written multiple times to make it clear. Okay, let's go ahead now and discuss more about this. By this time you got an idea about what is framework application and what is implementation application purpose. Okay, you are designing like this. See, even if you create only single application and you do everything in single place, it is okay, your business will run. Without creating, see here, without creating these many implementations and framework, I'll create only one application, and in one application I'll implement features of all of these. Still my business will run. But what could be the problem? What could be the problem? Reusability will be gone. See, proper structuring is not there. Everything you are doing in one place. See, you have your laptop. Okay, you are creating so many folders. Folder 1, movies. Folder 2, MP3 songs. Folder 3, education documents. Folder 4, maybe some other personal photos, like this. Why you are creating these many? Everything you place in one folder only, no? Doesn't you? Will you be not able to open? You will be able to open and access anything which is there in single folder also. Then why are you creating 4 folders? To make it clear. A proper structural organization, easy to maintain, easy to manage. Yes or no? Online students following?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, easy to maintain and easy to manage. That's why you're doing all this, right? So it's very important that business should be properly structured and organized. It should be in an organized manner. Same way your digital application also. That's why I'm creating these many LOBs. Okay. So like this, you have to structure your business properly. What are the advantages if you structure like this? Okay. What are the advantages? I'll tell you. See, let's take an example. We have a double bedroom flat. Okay. 2 bedrooms are there. Each bedroom we have 1 TV. Okay. How many TVs you have now? 2 TVs are there. Okay. If you want to add an additional feature, otherwise you have taken 2 connections. Okay. 2 TVs, 2 different dish connections you have taken. Okay. Dish 1, dish 2. I mean, like, network can be same. 2 connections you need if you want to watch each TV. But if I place only 1 TV in a common hall, only 1 connection is sufficient. Everyone from the whole house can come there and watch it. Sharing, reusability. Sharing plus reusability. Your budget is being less. Okay, you are getting the sharing and reusability, cost effective. So many advantages are there. In the same manner, with the same perspective, tell me about, if you wanted, if you are going to create your application structure to have 2 layers minimum, that is framework and implementation. What are the advantages? Advantages of having framework and implementation application architecture. What are the advantages? Tell me one by one. Reusability. Reusability.
Easy to
Easy
maintain.
to maintain, you told. Easy to maintain. Less time for
Implementation,
development.
development and implementation.
What else you told? Cost effective. 5 times I don't need to create. Only 1 time I'll create. Financial advantage is there now. You can sell the framework. Sell framework as a separate product. Make a copy of your framework and sell it. So that other business, they don't have to create the framework from the beginning. Other business people, they don't have to create framework from the beginning. No? They will purchase your framework. They will set up implementation on top of it. Their work will be done within 1 month instead of 5 months. You are getting a financial advantage of benefit. Yes or no? You can sell it to 10 different clients. The investment you have done, you have got it back. You are now using your product for free of cost. Every year you're getting subscription amount. Yes or no? So as a separate product and get financial advantage. See, do you think it is only related to Pega? What I am saying now, this is not only related to Pega. Any technology, you're working on Java, .NET, any technology, this type of design, if you're going to do for your application, it is definitely you're going to achieve all this. Pega also will do the same. Everyone clear? So these many advantages are there. Okay. Now, how are you going to create your application? First, let's come back to the framework definition. Framework application is the one which has some common features and functional components which can be used in different business applications. Yes or no? Right? Come to Pega rules, process, commander, environment. I was showing you one component from the beginning. Send email notification. Send email notification. Send email notification is the predefined functional component which is already available inside Pega rules, process, commander, environment. Yes or no? Functional components will be there inside application. This point you remember we discussed. Application contains functional components. Yes or no? There is a functional component already available in PRPC environment. That means PRPC environment is an application or not? Yes or no? Online students realizing? Every one of you.
That
Able
is the
to realize?
OOTP.
Yes, yes.
This is
OOTP.
one functional component already there inside Pega platform. Means Pega platform, can I consider it as an application? So Pega platform is not a tool actually. It's an application running with a URL. You see, running with a URL. What is the name of the application? I will log in and show you. What is the default credentials? Administrator@pega.com, password install.
Install.
Administrator@pega.com, password install. Go with this. ఈ రోజు ఏమైనా క్రికెట్ మ్యాచ్ లాంటివి ఉన్నాయా? మరి ఎవరు అటెండ్ అవ్వలేదు కొంతమంది. ఏమైనా సినిమాలు ఏమైనా రిలీజ్ అయినాయా? కాదు కదా. Okay, see here, when you use the credentials administrator@pega.com and get into Pega platform, here you see application. You are being driven into one application where the name of the application is also Pega platform. Name of the application is what? All the predefined features that are available in Pega platform will be available in application called Pega platform. Application name is, so you need to look at Pega rules process command environment as one application which contains predefined functionalities, ODB functionalities. Pega platform is one application. So one more point I'm adding here. What is that point? Pega PRPC, okay, has ODB functional components. So Pega PRPC environment can be considered as an application, because it has features. So the application, the predefined application, the OTB application which contains OTB functional components in Pega platform is called as Pega platform, or you may call it as Pega rules. It is also okay. I'll tell you why Pega rules. See, in entire Pega rules process command environment, if you want to know the details of a component, then you need to go to its definition. Application definition means I want to see the details of the application. Define yourself means you say about your details. Define yourself means my name is so and so, my date of birth is so and so, I belong to some city and all. You are defining yourself. Defining application definition means details of the application. See, for every component in Pega, there will be two things. One is label Pega platform, ID Pega rules. See, you are a student here. All of you have one name, no? But after you enroll the course, we will assign you one ID, student ID. Now, as a student, you have name plus ID. In a system, in an education system, out of name and ID, which one is important? ID only. We will recognize you only by your ID in a system. When it comes to system, maybe as a human being, I can remember you, your name and all. But as a system academy cannot remember your name because two persons may have same name. Having two components same name is okay, but having two components same IDs is not allowed. Unique ID should be there to each one of you. Each student should have unique student ID, but two students can have same name, no problem. Okay, Ravi, two persons can be there in my class, no issues. But student ID ST001, two persons not allowed, only one person. Every component that you create in Pega will have a name plus ID. Name is display purpose, ID is for system recognizing purpose. Name of the application is Pega platform, but ID is what? Pega rules. ID is what? Pega rules. So you can say anything, no worries. I can call you by your name, I can call you by your ID also, both belong to you. But as a system, only ID. But as a person, I can recognize you by name or ID, no issue. That's why I mentioned the OOTB application which contains OOTB features, functional components, called as Pega platform or Pega rules. Clear, everyone? Online students, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I reuse the functionalities, OOTB functional components which are available in Pega platform into my application that I am going to create? Yes or no?
Yes.
In that sense, can we say Pega platform is a framework application? Pega platform contains OOTB features. You purchase the product. While developing your application, use the OOTB features. No need to create from the scratch. This is what I told you. Create a framework and sell it in the market. Pega Systems created one framework with so many built-in features. They are selling to clients. So many functionalities are there. You don't need to do from the scratch. Okay, so Pega platform is A framework application. A framework application which contains reusable OTB features. Now, while we create our business related framework, we will create it on top of Pega platform. We purchased the Pega platform to use its features, yes or no? So our application should be created on top of Pega platform. Then our business implementation applications, business implementation apps to be created on top of our business framework. I will write down this. I will draw the same. Look at here. I will draw the same. See here. Yesterday I have drawn. You remember? Yesterday I have drawn this. Actually, I will extend this. Why to draw once again? I'll extend this. Here you will get one more below. This is what called as Pega platform. Pega platform. Pega platform. This is Pega provided. You purchase the license of this software and install, you will get it. What will be there? Reusable OOTB features will be there. Reusable OOTB features will be there. Now you take an arrow mark. Can I access these features into my framework? Yes or no? From here to
Yes.
here also, through this one, through intermediate one. Access like this. No? Done? Clear, everyone? So like this. Actually, in a terminology, this is called as enterprise framework. Enterprise means everywhere in the world you can use. To any business you can use it. To any business you can use it. On top of Pega provided enterprise framework, you are creating your business related framework, banking related framework, insurance related framework, healthcare related framework. All this you create on top of Pega platform. On top of your framework, you create one or more implementations. From this diagram, in one business application, how many frameworks can be there? N number can be there. It's not only two, as I am showing here too. See, how many frameworks you will get depends on your business, how large it is. Large business means single framework is not sufficient. Again, you divide into small, again, framework, multiple frameworks you come up with. Understand? Are you following? Every one of you following online?
Yes, Harsha.
No RS. Come again.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
Harsha.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now you see. See, you can have multiple frameworks, but not side by side. Framework 1, framework 2. This is called situation layer cake. Situation layer cake. Cake wise you are arranged. Okay. You know slices, right? You can take any slice that you want out. Take your business framework out, copy it. This one you want to copy, anyhow we have the product available. Okay, this one you wanted to copy, take it out, you can take it out, no problem. Situation layer cake. Based on your business situations, you add a number of layers in the cake. Understand? Terminology you are getting? Okay. So framework 1, framework 2, side by side frameworks. Generally, that's not the case. Possibility is there. One implementation can have 2 side by side frameworks, but pretty rare case. That's a possibility 1% only in reality. Sometimes maybe possibility is there, but forget about it. Framework 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one on top of another. Finally, your business will run in implementation only. Business will run where? Implementation. Business runs here. The business transaction execution happens in implementation only. Business transaction execution happens at implementation level. Everything should go from implementation only. The name itself says implement your business process. Implement your business process. Understand clear, everyone? So implementation, can I have one implementation on top of another implementation? Practically you may add, but that's not the correct as per the business. No business structure exists in this world having implementation on top of another implementation. If you have implementation on top of another implementation, bottom will obviously act as a framework, no? Obviously act as a framework. There is no meaning of calling it as an implementation. So it's all about our sense of knowledge, okay, and understanding the real world. Understand the real world. Copy paste into digital. That's it. You're not doing anything new by yourself. So implementations will be there side by side, siblings. These are all parents. These are all parents. Understand clear, everyone? This is the structure we want to achieve when we are practically going to do. Already Pega platform available or not? So if I am creating framework, where I will create? I'll create on top of Pega platform. If I create implementation, where would I create? On top of framework. Remember this journey. Okay. This connection you remember. Same we are now going to do practically. But before you do practically, I'll tell you. See, this implementation layer functional components cannot be used into implementation one. You cannot ask money from your brother. No, you don't have rights. You can. It's not that he can give you. That's his wish. Generally, right? You can ask money from your father. You have right, right? So siblings, right is not there actually. That's up to you. A human being is different, application is different. But here sharing from implementation 1 to 2, never possible. Siblings, there is no connection. There is no connection here. You are separately being kept. Okay, parallelly. You are at one line. You cannot share yourself. You can take from the parents. You can take from the parents. Where you built on. Anything side by side, you cannot reuse one in another. Side by side will not be shared. అసలు దాని గురించి ఆలోచించద్దు మీరు వదిలేయండి. It will be 1% only, right? Leave about it. If you think about it, you'll lose this concept. Okay, just think about what you see here on the screen. You can reuse the components from framework to implementation 1, implementation 2, 3, but you cannot reuse from implementation 3 to 2, 2 to 1. Not possible. You want to use in 1 and 2, that means you should have placed it in a framework only, no? Okay, that's the point of understanding. Anything that you are trying to create in Pega environment, you must give some name, no? I want to create application. If we create application, any application, if we are creating application, below are the parameters. Below are the parameters to be passed. To be passed. First one, you know, application should have a name or not? You should name your application. Name your application. Enter some application name. Okay. Second one, you should tell the process commander you are trying to create implementation application or framework application. Application type, or you also call it as structure. Structure is framework structure or implementation structure. Last లో ఇద్దరు ఈ రోజు వచ్చారా, మీరు రోజు వస్తున్నారు? నిన్న కూడా వచ్చారా? అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? మీరు అక్కడ అలా కూర్చోవసరం లేదు, ముందుకు కూడా రావచ్చు. కనబడుతుందా? ఓకే, మీరు మరి చిన్న చైర్లో కూర్చున్నారు, మీ ముందు ఆయన హైట్ చైర్లో కూర్చున్నారు. ఓకే, మీకు as long as you can see this, I don't have any problem. Okay. Okay, see here, application structure. You need to tell the process commander. Pega rules process commander. You should tell that I want to create an application by so and so name. I want to create this as an implementation or framework option. You need to choose. Third point, I did not tell you. I'll tell you. Organization name. What else you have to give? Every business application that is there belongs to an organization. Yes or no? What is your understanding about organization? Tell me. It's like a
Company you are working on.
It's like a company where you okay working with. Sorry, you're working in DMart. DMart is an organization. They have applications. You're working in Reliance Digital. Reliance Industries is one organization. Actually, organization is the topmost business entity. Organization is topmost business entity. Below that, how many entities can be? N number can be there.
Division.
But every application should be related to some organization. That is one. You are an employee, you will come into one organization only. We will see that detailed. Fourth one, you created application. How do you access application? by login only, right? So you need to give login ID.
Operator ID.
It will generate the password. It will generate the password. Login ID, what you want to use, you have to give. That's what you're calling it as operator ID. Operator ID you should. So we can create new application. We can create an application by using new application wizard. By using what? There is a wizard available, new application wizard. Use it and pass all these parameters. Application will be created. Understand clear, everyone? So when application is created, when you finish this wizard, application will be created with login ID generating password. Organization will be created. So when we create application, complete this wizard, below will get created. So many will be created. I am giving high level. As of now, you are a beginner. Application will get created. Second one, operator ID will get created with password generated, and organization will get created. Fourth one, I'll write down later. You can don't by heart. Classes will get created. Rule sets will get created. Access groups will get created. Work groups will get created. Work baskets will get created. Portals will get created. See, so many things are get. Even list is there. I don't want you to go through all this. Go through only first three. Go through only first three. Fourth and all we'll go one by one. We will see. We'll be learning all those. Okay. So these many things will get created. Additionally, so many other things will get created. Okay. So we are going to discuss about these things at the beginning. We are now going to see experience hands-on how to create one framework application. Today half an hour sufficient. Tomorrow beginning we will create implementation application. Understand clear, everyone? That's what we are going to experience. All of you, you don't have to do practice parallelly. Okay, that's not recommended at all. What you need to do as a learner here, application type. Application type means framework or implementation. You want me to write here FW or IMPL? You need to tell the process command, right? Whether you are creating implementation or framework, what purpose you are creating, that you need to tell the process command.
Harsha, if we are defining the application structure as a framework or implementation, does it varies anywhere in a Pega?
Varies means
Like does it will treat it as a different way?
that's a categorization. See, it's not only you as a human being. When you are using, you should label it. You should let the system know about which category you are trying to make it as. See, tomorrow you wanted to come to know, you wanted to have a list of all framework applications in your system. You want to bring that list out. How do you bring it? If you categorize it with one label, then only you can bring it, right? Yes or no? For that reason it is. For PRBC environment, an application is application, whether it is framework or implementation, no matter. Your framework application or your implementation application, both of you are applications only. Both of you will have same features. But for the sense of using, I will use my common sense. Framework, I'll create common components. Implementation, I'll create specific components. That's what. It's not only the system, humans also should come up with their sense of knowledge. Okay. Write down, everyone. See, you need a notebook in your hand to write the requirement. Concept name, requirement. Other than that, theory part I am writing, you don't have to write. You don't have to write anything running notes. Class notes I am writing and I am going to give you. You need a notebook in hand starting from today to write the concept requirement. At the end of the day, all concepts, all requirements will be in your notes. Okay, understand? At least that you write, you will understand. Okay. Anyhow, theory I am writing. Write down. Creating new application. Creating. So online students, you can open a notepad or something, create in your laptop and then start writing if you don't have a notes in your hand. Tomorrow onwards, have a notebook in your hand. Creating new application. That's a heading. Below that, creating a new framework application. Creating a new framework application. Creating new application. Again, creating new framework application. So we are going to work on insurance business, that too especially vehicle insurance as implementation. So we are going to create framework insurance. Okay. Write down the requirement. First point, create a new framework application. Create a new framework application create a new framework application to process insurance policies. To process insurance policies. Okay, we will go with ing, something like this. Ing is name. I will go with some name we can choose. Okay, client name I am choosing what? ing. You can take anything, but let me go ahead and give you a document of practical. Okay, I will create a document for practical like this every day. Six 11. 9 AM batch kada? 9 AM October, right? October 10, 2020. This is how your document name will have date. Every day you can easily understand which day document it is. For my understanding, you are 9 o'clock batch. Okay. This is how document name will. Creating new application. So requirements I will not draft in the document. Requirement, that's why I'm asking you to write down. Only for today I may write down. Creating a new framework application to process insurance policies. For the client, you may add this point ing. Let's say ing. Client name is what? ing. That's right. You can write any name, that's up to you. Design. So how you create new application? I will write down this. I'll give you these points here also. I will copy this. I will add these points. Okay, you can create new application. Just for your information, I'm giving here as well. Okay, let's run the new application wizard. But how? So in the design, you just go ahead here, log into BRPC by using, you don't have to write all this. You have written requirement, see here. Okay, you have written the requirement, right? Everyone, just look at here. Don't try to write all these statements. Log into BRPC by using default credentials. What are the default credentials?
Administrator Pega.
Credentials. Administrator @pega.com. Password is install. That is the password. Okay, that's the only login we have. So you log in there. You know how to log in, right? Should I give you that login screen and all? Not required. Once after you are in, on top left you can see. On top left, click on application menu. That is Pega platform is there, no? Pega platform. You click on that. Thereafter, new application. Just look at here slowly. So this is the application menu. Here you have Pega platform. This is the application menu. Choose new application. Choose what? New application. I did not tell you any components on this screen. The moment we start using, you'll come to know. Now you know this is the application menu. This is used to create new application. To see the existing application details also, you'll go to the same. So slowly, one by one, you'll learn. Today itself, I'll not tell you what is left panel, what is top panel, bottom panel. This I'll not give you any. Okay, one by one, once you start using, you'll come to know. So new application. New application I have chosen. So once I choose new application, it is going to load a screen like this. For you, you will not see these many. You will see only this option. You will see only else. I'll tell you. Build from scratch, meaning that you are creating your application on top of Pega platform. Pega platform. That's the meaning. Click on build from scratch. Click on build from scratch. You're going to create your application on top of Pega platform. To create your application on top of Pega platform, which option you should choose? Build from scratch. I am going with build from scratch. Continue. See, here Pega has come up with some user interface improvements, enhancements from version to version. As part of it, it has come up with Theme Cosmos and React, Cosmos React. Okay, this has been introduced from 8.7, the version which we are using. So many bugs are there. So I don't want to use it. It's too many bugs. We started with one batch, but we dropped off. So many bugs are there in UI. So we are not okay to go with this. So we want to go with traditional. When you join a project, mostly you'll see the traditional one. Okay, because your projects are already been developed some time back. So go with the first one. Select the first one. Select the first one. Go with first one. Now it will ask you, name your application. What is the name you want to give? ING Insurance Group. ING Insurance Group. That's what the name I wanted to give. See, after this, you can proceed further to create application, but don't do that. Click on advanced configuration. Advanced configuration. Click on advanced configuration. What is there when you click on advanced configuration? Let's see now. When you click on advanced configuration, it will show one pop-up window. So now look at here. Application settings. See here. Application type or application structure. Implementation, framework, and implementation. By default, it has already chosen one option. Which option it has chosen? Which means that without coming to advanced configuration, if I would have proceeded forward, which structure of application would have been created? Implementation. But is expected framework. So better you came here. Okay. Choose what? Change the application structure. Change the to be FW. I'm writing in shortcut framework. I'll give the screenshot highlighting that. That means I have touched it. Understand clear? Now you see what is the name of the application I have given? ING Insurance Group. But look at here, application ID is coming as ING INSUR. There should not be any space. See, overall description, display name you have given something. From the display name, it has taken some characters and creating ID. Can ID have spaces? Generally, ID should not have any spaces. IDs should not have any spaces. Name can have spaces. Display purpose, clear visibility. ID should not have any. ID is getting generated. It is automatically taking this ING INSUR is your framework application name, which system will recognize for my readability purpose. ING Insurance Group. Understand? I am not going to touch it, just for your information. Organization name is some random name.
If we
PRPC.
want change the application ID, can we change the application ID?
The ID also better not to do that, but you can change. Okay, but you should not have any spaces and all. Should not add spaces in between while changing. PRPC is generating a random name to the organization, which is not good. Which is not good. Let's change it. Let's change it to a meaningful name. Meaningful name. That is ING only. What is meaningful? ING company. ING meaningful. So what I'll write is capital letters ING I'm writing. That's up to you whether you write capital letter or small letter. But better you always have capital letter. So here also organization name is coming, no? I'll tell you. This is display name. This is the actual ID. Okay, see here. With the execution of this wizard, ING organization will get created. Division unit. This and all I am not explaining you. Intentionally I am leaving. We will discuss about this later. Okay, click on what? Click on save. Click on save. advanced configuration settings which I have done just now. I want to save that. Go back once again and just cross check whether the options you have given are there or not there. Then you can proceed further. So if I did not come back here, what would have happened is I would have created implementation application. I wanted to create framework, and then random name would have come to the organization, which I am not comfortable with. Okay, so click on create application. Create application. I'm going to click on create application. Click on this. It will take time. See, for you guys, for the first time, it will even take 5 minutes also. Keep on running. Just wait. Not 5 minutes, 3 minutes like that. Please be on mute. See, many online students, what I'm observing is at least 20% of online students are connecting after 9 o'clock. So I already informed you 9 o'clock sharp you should be in the meeting. Okay, I'll start sharp 9 o'clock. That is not at all a good practice to be late to anything. Okay, now you see your application created. Your application organization got created, but login ID, see here, it is asking you, please select one login ID if already available, otherwise enter it. Entering you have to enter by email address, like email address format. Okay, that's at the beginning. Later we will change it. Optionally add users, you may add or you may not be adding. If you don't add, you will not be able to log in, but you have to add it. I'll write down login ID. We are developers, right? I'm creating one developer ID. Developer for my framework application @ing.com. Email ID format, that's why @ing.com. Otherwise, that's not required. You can say dev.fw. My intention is it's a developer operator ID for the application framework @ing. ing application developer operator ID for framework application. That's my intention. That's why I've entered it. You can enter anything of your wish. You can enter your normal Gmail ID, anything. This mail ID need not to exist. Anything you can use, no issues. It is not created. Cosmos authors. Authors means developer. Author means what? Author means generally who is the person who is writing the book. Who writes it? Author. Author means here who writes the functionalities. Okay, I mean like develop the functional components. That is author is equal to developer meaning. So click on add. If you don't click on add, it will not create operator ID. If you don't click on add, it will not create operator. Done, completed. Operator ID got created and password got generated. Password got generated. For you, it may generate a different password while you are practicing. Copy this to notepad, that is must. Copy and save this in a notepad because this is required and you may forget it tomorrow. Okay, INGFW. This is the ID and password. You may be forgetting this because you cannot remember it. Completed. Click on done or log off. That's up to you. Click on done. Click on done. Some of you may not be seeing done. Sometimes you may see only log off. Log off and log in back. What is it? So now you can log off from here as a practice of using the environment. Log off from the environment. Log off from admin. It will prompt. Now we are all set to log into our framework application as we have user ID and password. Okay, login. So here you go. Password I don't remember, that's why I'm copying this. For the first time while you try to log in, devfw@ing. I can remember username, but I cannot remember that password. For the first time while we log in, it will prompt for changing password. Changing password. Password. Login. Try click on login. Immediately it will ask you what is the so now it will ask you change password. This is the reason why I have requested you to copy that old password into notepad. If you did not copy it, what will happen? You will not be able to enter again. First time you just entered it, second time it will be gone. Usually I will give the password as rules. What password you write here is up to you. Okay. So, but I will give the password as rules so that I can remember all the time. Click on change password. It will take you change password. Password will be changed. It will take you into framework application. This will be loaded slowly. Let's wait. So are you following, able to understand? Every one of you online students and classroom students, everyone able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So following the document, will you be able to do or not? That screenshot document. So listening to the class, looking at the practical. After session is completed, anytime you have got some free time, open that practical document, go through it once or twice, and then start doing hands-on. Don't blindly do a copy paste like this. Don't do that. Okay. Go through the document first of all. 2 to 3 times you go through it. What are we trying to do? What we are accessing? Then open your laptop. Try to do it. Here and there you can refer the document. No problem. Second application, you create one more application as a practice one. There you can see without looking into document. That's how you need to practice multiple times. So now switch to Dev Studio. Okay, that's it for now. This is pretty much fair enough. Okay, so otherwise switch to Dev Studio. Here you go, App Studio. You click on this and choose what? Dev Studio. So click on App Studio on App Studio. You can see that, right? And choose Dev Studio. Dev meaning that developer. As a developer, you will be accessing PRP's environment like this in real time also, same, no difference. 100 out of 100% same in real time. Okay, so like this it will be displayed. Click on App Explorer. Click on App Explorer. On the left hand side you have app. This is App Explorer. Let me close this. So I'll minimize and maximize. This when you click on App Explorer, you will get this loaded classes, branches. You see now, click on two applications link. Click on what? I will show you. See here. So we logged into one application, but it is showing two applications. What are the two applications? It is showing ING insurance group and Pega platform as bottom application. As bottom application. Okay. ING insurance group as current application. Means currently I logged in. And Pega platform as bottom application. Means by login to ING insurance group, you can access Pega platform features. Means by login to ING insurance group, we can access what? Pega platform. We can access Pega platform. That's for your information. Pega platform features. Everyone clear? Online students, are you clear? Every one of you. Okay.
Yes, clear.
So this is about creating a framework application. How you create, how you log in, and all. We are done with this part. What is it? We are done up to here. Middle layer. We are pending with implementation creation that we can do tomorrow, but today. So let me tell you. See, it is possible that you guys will forget to note down this. Somehow your password is not working, or you forgot the password of an operator. How to change the password, even though you don't remember it. Okay, for your information, I'll share the document also. First, I will show you here just for your information. If you forget about the password of your application, still you can remember the default user ID and password. No, administrator@pega.com password install, you will never forget. Okay, if you forget that, what to do? Administrator@pega.com, ask me, I'll tell you. This login you already have, always have. At least you can log in here. You remember the operator ID, but you don't remember the password of what you have created. Here you find something called records. Don't ask me what is it, but just follow to understand how to change it. Go to records. Thereafter, organization. Operator is an employee in organization, no? In that manner, organization. There you see operator ID. All operator IDs will show. Maybe your operator ID is this one. List will be there. You should know your operator ID. Click on that operator ID. It will open the operator details, operator definition details. Security tab. Update password. It will not ask about old password. Whatever the new password you want to give that and confirm it and then submit, save. Log off here, log in with that user ID and newly entered password. It will work. The same document is available with me, which I will be attaching now itself. Just give me a minute time. Otherwise, I'll forget things like this. What is your batch name? 611. Huh? Till we create Google Drive access, you will get the video in YouTube only. Pega class, October 10, 2023. What was that? 611. This class notes I should give you. Okay, let me check once. Class notes I will save. Document I should give you. Class notes I should give you. Okay. Plus one diagram I should give you, right? What is the diagram?
Framework diagram.
FW and IMP. This one. Additionally, how to change the password, correct? If you forget by mistake, you don't have to ask anyone. Just now you have seen, right, what I have shown, like navigation. Maybe you'll not be able to remember, but when you look at the document, you will be able to understand. I'll cross check where it is. How to change the password of an operator ID. So today we still have 5 more minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Do you have any doubts or questions? You just learned about navigations. That's it. Simple navigations you have learned today. Okay. Yes, please go ahead. You are trying to ask something, someone.
Harsha, this is Meenu. As we will be going to create an application, right? So do we need to give a unique name because we all going to be create a similar kind of application?
Application, you should give unique name. All of you should create ing application. All of you should create which application? ing, but not as a first one. You will make mistakes. First you take any other company name, create one application, you created framework, log off from the framework, log into administrator, create one more framework with some other name. 2 times you have done, you will become perfect. You will not make any mistakes. Third time you create ing. All of you should create ing as a third application once you are perfect. See, remember one thing, till next 1 month, you don't bother about how to delete. You made a mistake. Framework application you have to create. By mistake, you proceeded and created implementation. There is no way to change. There is no way to delete. Create again another application with completely new name. Same name if you give, it will not accept. All of you have installed your Pega operating system in your individual laptops. So all of you can create ing, no issues. Okay, but within your laptop, 2 ing applications you cannot create. Same matching name. Okay, understand?
Okay.
Harsha, yeah, Harsha, can you hear me? If you can hear me,
go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So yesterday I just tried, downloading the software, but unfortunately there is some issue. I mean, it says that the quota has been exceeded. So I don't know what exactly it is.
When you are downloading the software, log into your Gmail, and from there you access that link. You should be able to download. If you are going to download without login to Gmail, it will show quota exceeded.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Log into your Gmail in the browser and then open it, go to downloads and then download the software. It will work fine.
I understand. Yes.
Okay, next. Any other doubts or questions?
Yeah, yes, Harsha. So I'm not using my personal laptop. So currently I'm using the office system. So Pega team has given a COE link to me to do that POC work.
Do it, no problem.
Yeah.
Do there, no issues.
Okay.
Okay, but if possible, arrange your personal laptop.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, hi Harsha.
Yes,
Actually, I wanted to know the difference between App Studio and Dev Studio. I mean, how is it
I'll
different?
tell you. I'll tell you later. No worries. You cannot learn everything in Pega and same day. On single sitting, not possible. Okay. So whatever
Okay.
is required, whenever it is required, I will tell you that time. Okay. Today, whatever we have practiced, only focus up to that. I told you, na, these things I am just leaving. I'll tell you later. Same way, App Studio, Dev Studio also, I'll tell you later. Okay. You need to experience something, then you can much better understand. Okay. It will take time. All the components in one form also, I will not tell you today itself. Okay. Today, if I tell you 5 options, maybe after 1 month, I'll cover remaining 5 options because dependencies are there. Another topics dependency. That's how. Next, we don't have devfw@ing.com, so we have to create it or we can use. That's not a Gmail ID. ing.com domain, how you will get unless you are working for ing. It's a email ID format. I said it is a format. That mail ID need not exist. Format only. The first screen, whatever you are creating, it's mandatory to follow as a email ID format. Later we will create operator IDs again. That time we will not follow it. Okay. Usually your application login ID, Pega application login ID will be your client ID in real time. See, you join TCS, you will be allocated with your employee ID, right? From TCS, you will join one project, Bank of America. Bank of America will give you one ID, employee ID. Bank of America employee ID, you will create as your operator ID to work on the project. That's your actually ID. Okay. You should not create anything by your name and all. Okay. So they need a proper tracking of who is doing and what is being done by. Okay. So your client employee ID, project related employee ID will be your operator ID in real time. Okay. So that's it for now. It's 10 o'clock. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay.